What's up, my fellow battlers? Ren here, and today we're going to be doing some Fusion Cup practice battles. Now, I'm just testing stuff out. There is no set team just yet. I'm not married to anything or anyone. Alright, let's get right into it. Alright, so we're facing Dre. I bring out Alolan Ninetales, he brings out Gyarados. That Dragon Breath is not doing anything. That Charm is doing so much to his Gyarados. He has to switch out into Charizard. I throw off the Psyshock just to see if I can get a shield or do some damage on this thing. He lets it go through and it takes away almost half. I switch into Quagsire. I'm not going to shield this because it can take a Blast Burn, and it does. And so I'm going for that Stone Edge. There's a little lag. We have a weak connection. I go for the Rock move, Stone Edge, and take out Charizard like that, and he brings in Shiftry. I'm locked in, so I can't switch out. So I'm just going to go for the Stone Edges, see if I can do any damage. Ooh, it does a ton. He hasn't been using any of his shields, strangely enough, which at this point you kind of have to. Alright, I bring out, my Alolan Ninetales. I shield this because I'm not sure how much a Leaf Blade's going to do, and, I'm just chunking away. He uses back-to-back Leaf Blades. I decide to save my shield just in case, and ouch, yeah. So, Shiftry's gone, and now Dragon Breath is coming back in with that Gyarados, and I beat it. He did not use a single shield that entire match. GG, bro. Alright, so going on to the next match, I use Bronzong to start, and he uses Gyarados again. Bronzong can take the Dragon Breath. We have a weak connection. I'm sorry, guys. My apartment's not the best place to battle. Anyway, I go for the Psyshock, see if I can do any damage. He decides to shield it. Alright. And this is going to be a Crunch. I'm not sure what his second move is, but, Crunch is a pretty good move for just have. He switches into Swampert. I switch into my Venusaur. And, yeah, it was an Earthquake, but I was able to take it. So I'm going to throw this Frenzy Plant, seeing if he's going to let it go. He does not. He keeps his Swampert around, faints down my Venusaur. I bring in Altaria. It can take anything it throws. Look at Hydro Cannon. It does nothing. And so bye-bye Swampert. Gyarados comes back in. I go right for the Sky Attack, but we tie. He gets up a Crunch. I shield it, and he switches. And I go for the Dragon Pulse because I just wanted to... I didn't know what he had in the back. And so here comes his Dragon Claw, and that barely gets me. And I'm able to feint it down, actually. And I switch back and let the Shy Shot go loose. And GG's. Bye-bye, Gyarados. Alright, this is round 3. And this time, I wanted to try something a little bit risky, a little bit spice. I went with the double Charm strat for Fusion Cup. I'm not sure how well it will work, but let's see. So, start with Wiggly. He started with Altaria bad lead, and so I'm trying to switch out, and I go into my Marowak. He can take anything that this Charizard can dish out. He goes for the Dragon Claw bait, get it, and so he's going to try that again. I do shield, because, I need to win this matchup. I go for the Fake Out, getting the bait. I get that shield. So I'm charging up. Another charge move coming my way. It's a Blast Burn. It does faint. So I go back into my Wigglytuff and I start to feint it down. Now, I'm pretty sure this was a Dragon Claw, and I got it right. And it does barely anything. Alright, so let's see what he has in the back. Come on. Ooh, yeah, Alolan Sandslash. Not good. I go for the Play Rough to see if I can do some damage. It actually does a decent amount, and farming it down pretty well with these charms. I'm just going to let the Ice Punch go through, and then my Ninetales is out. I don't know if he had enough for a Gyro Ball, but I figured he'd Fake Out anyway. He switches into Altaria, which is, I don't know why, I guess, less energy, but at this point I'm not going to, go for a charge attack. I just need to, feint everything down with Charm. And that's exactly what I do. GG's, man. Alright, so we do some battles the next day, and he kind of, did more research. I was still, pretty busy. I start with Altaria. He has Shiftry. He switches out to Claydol, and I go into my Marowak. Maybe not the best decision, because Claydol is pretty well rounded as a counter for the things on my team. So I go for the bluff. He lets it go through. That was rather unfortunate. So I go for the real thing just in case he decides not to block. And yeah, I got it right. And so he's up 2 shields, but he brings in that Gyarados. I'm trying to get at least the Bone Cloth so I can do a little bit of damage to it. Not a lot. So this thing has energy. Yay. And so I bring in my Venusaur. That seemed like the only thing that could do anything. I didn't know how much Crunch did, so this was a little bit of a gamble just to see. Lag. Alright, so Crunch does a decent chunk, and then Shiftry comes in. Charge move ready. Uses a Leaf Blade. Not too much happens, but I switch back into Altaria, seeing what I can do against this Shiftry. He uses Foul Play, and that does more than I'm comfortable with. I go for the, Sky Attack, see if I can do anything. He's probably going to shield, because, Dre loves his Shiftry. It's a good mon, like, even before, when he was using it as a Razor Leafer, but now that it has Snarl, like, it's even more of a threat. And my original, like, potential lineup was a little weak to his Shiftry. Leaf Blade happens, and I lose that match. GG, bro. Alright, so this time, there's a bit more lag, but it's still watchable. Alright, so this matchup is interesting because both our charge moves are doing a lot of damage to one another. Yeah, I go for the Bone Club. It's not going to do a lot. I don't know why. I probably should have faked that with Shadow Ball. Though, honestly, I wasn't sure if Shadow Ball would do much. I blocked the Leaf Blade, expecting it to be a foul play, and I let the foul play go through because I thought it was a Leaf Blade. And, don't you hate when that happens? So I bring in my Altaria to try and finish it off. He gets off another foul play. It doesn't do enough. You can see that there's a little bit of lag. I don't think it mattered in this match. Alright, so here comes in his Gyarados. Going for a Sky Attack, see if I can at least burn a shield. And then I switch out into my Bronzong. Just, trying to take some of these hits, except for a Crunch, because that would hurt a lot. He switches out into his Claydol. This is not a favorable matchup. I'm just trying to go for a Psyshock, see what I can do. It doesn't do much. This was rough. And as you can see, there is a bit of lag. I don't necessarily think it cost me the game, because it's just, there wasn't really too much I could do with what I had, and yeah, I lost. Alright, so next we're facing my buddy Bomeo. Known him since like the early days when raids came out. So I start with the Wiggly. He starts with Altaria. Very bad on his part. He decides to stay in. I'm guessing like he wants to charge up some energy. I'm going to shield this because, yeah, don't want to take a Sky Attack. He switches out into Wish Cast, so I switch out my Altaria. Not necessarily the best move because Wiggly can take out Wish Cash. He goes for the Water Pulse, and so I'm thinking, oh, okay, it's a Water Pulse Mud Bob variant. So, I got this match. I go for the Sky Attack, he blocks it, and I'm just going to let the next move come through, because, it's either going to be a Water Pulse or Mud Bomb, right? So it is a Water Pulse, I got it right, and I go for another Sky Attack, hoping to take it out or burn his shield. He uses Slash Shield, and so I'm just going to take this move, this Water Pulse, wrong, it's a Blizzard, and knocks it out. Alright, so I bring in my Wish Cash to finish off his Wish Cash, because I wanted to save my Wiggly a little bit. So I go for the Mud Bomb just to take it out. Okay, and he brings in his Altaria, it's pretty low. I bring in my Wiggly, fade out the Altaria, and then I should have went for Ice Beam, but I don't know, I forgot that Fire resists Fairy. But, it's still doing a lot of damage. Don't underestimate Wigglytuff. I don't see a lot of people. Blast Burn happens and Wiggly goes down, but don't underestimate the Wiggly. And I go for Blizzard to take down his Charizard, and that's GG. Anywho, that's it for this video. If you liked it, please hit that like button. And also stay tuned for more Timeless Cup practice battle, more Fusion, and some more tournaments coming our way in the new year. Yeah, Gonna try and do videos every other day. Just, testing this out since I'm all new to this. Anyway, that's it for now, and you guys keep battling strong.